All right. What's good, y'all? We back at it again. You already know, like I said, we're here for this week's episode of The Break with KayCyy, Grammy-nominated artist, hella traction right now, hotter than heat type stuff. So I'm gonna check back in. Think we fixed the connection issue, but let's go ahead and test that out. Appreciate the patience. All right, I see him. He should be pulling up. Yo,
Yo,
what's good, bro?
what's going on, gang? You hear me now?
Yeah, good, good. Hear me?
Yes, sir.
Straight up. Off rip, man. Appreciate you for taking the time to pull up. You already know we're here to talk about your career. You one of the hottest rising artists in the game right now, so we definitely want to reveal the DNA fans. So I'm not
No,
gonna take a good time.
appreciate you having me on here, bro.
Of course, the pleasure is
Yes,
mine.
sir.
You
I
ready to
just
jump?
got, I just got to the stool too.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you in cook up mode, huh?
Yeah, literally just pulled up. You know what I'm saying? We in album mode,
Yeah.
locked in. You know
Oh,
that. Not playing.
yeah, for sure. Where you located at right now?
Huh?
Where you located at? Like, what state you in right
Right
now?
now I'm in LA. I was overseas for like the last month, just working and doing a couple of things out there, and I finally got back over here.
Oh, that's wavy. How you like it on the West Coast? I was just there this past weekend for the Smoking Grooves Fest. But yeah, how you rocking with it?
Shit, I fuck with it for sure. Like, I think work wise, I always get a lot of work done over here, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, I could just focus, lock in type shit over here, more than I guess any other state. But like, you know what I'm saying, it got its ups and downs.
Yeah, yeah. You're right though. I heard that is the space to tap into the bag, so it makes sense at the same time.
No, for sure, you can
Wow.
get real busy.
Yeah, yeah. Straight up.
Where you located?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, bet. I'm actually moving to Atlanta.
Ah, welcome.
Yeah,
Part,
so like,
you
I
know?
like Atlanta better, like as a living state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just feels more like at home.
Oh, oh. I vouch for it 10 times out of 10. I mean, I'm biased. I'm from here, but yeah, this is the area. This
Yeah,
cool, the vibe, cool, everything.
yeah, man.
Yeah, so,
Absolutely.
well, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna crack this open with getting into a little bit about your background. You're originally from Kenya, right?
Yes, sir. I was
Oh,
born in Kenya. I moved to the States when I was like 9 years old.
got you.
Yes, sir.
What was it like growing up in Kenya?
Moving from Kenya. Shit, man. It wasn't like, it was a change for sure. It was like, cause I moved to Minnesota, which was like a complete like change, cause the weather and shit like that, and like,
Yeah,
um, being from Kenya is like, you know, warm as hell. Like, and moving over there where it's like super brick, you know, like it's like
all
a
the
whole different environment for sure.
yeah, most definitely. How would you say both areas, Kenya? How would you say being from those, being raised in those places impacted you?
How would I say what?
Being in Kenya and then in Minnesota, how would you say being in those two areas impacted you?
Um, like impacted me music wise, or just impacted me like in general?
Music wise and like just on a personal level, character wise. Yo, KayCyy, I can't hear you. Can you still hear me?
What's going on? You hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right. I said being raised in Kenya kind of like gave me the discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like learning how to like it's different like growing up out there than it is like growing up in America. So it's like gives you that discipline, that grind, that hustle that I feel like I have is from that. And then being also in Minnesota, it also implies like on that grind level too, because there was times where I just had to figure out a lot of stuff on my own, or me and my circle, my friends and stuff, like figuring out how to get our music out there, like performing at like local shows and doing such things. So it's like everything kind of like showed me how to grind and do things on my own.
Yeah, rough
Yeah.
up. So what is the rap scene like in Minnesota?
The rap scene, you said?
Yeah,
Um, it's cool. Like it's starting to open up more now. I feel like we just kind of like it's been times where I think people had to like kind of find their own sound and find their own style and stuff like that. I feel like
yeah,
uh the more I move, I think with my career, it also opens up more doors for like more people out there because it is a lot of dope talent there. It's just like that's yet to be seen yet. So
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna affect situations like that. What's your earliest memory of falling in love with music?
What's my earlier what?
Earliest memory of falling in love with music?
I want to say like being in church. Like cause I was raised upon on that like with my mom. So I feel like I
Yeah,
fell in love with like gospel music first. Like praise and worship would be like the only thing that I would really like in church the most. Cause I feel like praise and worship and gospel had like the best singers, and
yeah.
I was intrigued and interested in that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So yeah.
Nah, real talk. We gonna tap into a little bit of that later, but rip, I agree with you. Like that was my favorite part. Same thing. Like my mom had us in the church. That was my favorite part. Was the free concerts every Sunday. Like if we missed the music, that was
Free
tight.
concert. No, for real.
Yeah. Who were some artists that you listened to early on? Like some influence.
Um, man, I want to say Michael Jackson. What's it called? Wayne, Ye. Um, once I started studying Michael, I started like listening to James Brown, shit like that. Like
Oh,
just the whole Motown roster, kind of like Temptations. I just kind of was just studying them.
yeah,
What's it called? Drake, obviously. It's like I have a lot of people I study and look up to. I guess that way I could probably keep going. Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
what was it that stuck out about these artists? Like, was there one common denominator?
Well, I want to say like greatness. I feel like every artist I named, it's like greatness in them. Like
Oh,
it's like whatever genre it is, whether it's like James Brown with the funk and everything like that. He took the funk to the fullest, like you know what I'm saying. Or it's like if it's Michael Jackson with being the king of pop, he really took that pop shit to the fullest and changed it.
man,
And if it's Drake, or it really like became the highest the the, the highest selling artist, the hardest you know what I'm saying, highest selling rap artist of the world. And it's like just looking at how they did it and like the steps that they kind of took, the blueprint that Ye took, to kind of like seeing how I can take that from that and like what I can apply for my own career and stuff like that and how I should move.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about like the first song you ever recorded. What was it called and what was it about?
Um. I think it wasn't really like a complete song. I feel like it was a gospel hook. I want to say it was called like "Why Should I Fear Tomorrow." I think when like "Why Should I Fear Tomorrow when the Lord is already there." It was like a thing I was writing. That's like the first one I remember writing.
Mm.
It was like a chorus.
How old
I
were you?
remember like say it again.
How old were you when this was going down?
When I wrote that,
Yeah.
I want to say like 13, 14 maybe.
Oh, so this is super early.
Yeah, super early, just writing it like performing it to my mom or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like listen to this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you record it at all and upload it anywhere, or
No,
you just
I never recorded that actually. I just wrote it down and would just kind of like make a beat out of the with my foot or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of sing it,
yeah?
type of.
Fresh. I got you. What was the first
Yeah.
recorded?
Huh?
What was the first track you ever recorded? Like, talk to me about your first time going in the booth, putting something on wax.
Uh, damn, I can't really. Or maybe I do remember. It was like after a talent show or something like that I did in school, and then one of the homies had like a um software that we can record on.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, like we started recording like on Mixcraft. That's before like Pro Tools and shit like that. So it was just like
Throwback.
we would use like a guitar what was that shit called? Guitar Hero band mics. Niggas, that game that people used to play. with the
Yeah.
little with those mics, like hook that up and then kind of like you use that as the actual mic and try to record good vocals out of that.
Oh, word? I didn't
Yeah,
even
hell yeah.
know.
I'm saying like starting out like that with the guys, like so
Yeah.
that's like I can't remember the title of the song, but I just remember it going through that process of trying to record my first couple songs and doing for like the first year or something like that until like we were able to get like a better mic, like you know what I'm saying, and then we would all go to like my that friend's crib and record there because you know what I'm saying he had the good equipment now
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that, and we like taught ourselves how to record ourselves and shit like that.
Dang. I was being innovative. Real. My
So where
word. What would you say the first song that really like gave you traction in the rap game? What was the first record that brought you to life in this scene?
the first song
Yeah, that like brought you to life in the rap game. Yeah.
I want to say, I mean like people started kind of like rocking with me when I dropped that I think No Luck. It's a song
Fire.
called No Luck where I
Yeah.
put like the Sunday service vocals on the back or something like that
Mm-hmm.
on this and then I think Flew By You, another song
Jam.
that people started to like. And honestly don't feel like I mean I feel like the last couple singles I've been dropping are the ones that have been going kind of crazy. This EP I put out.
So is.
So and I feel like as soon when I dropped like Stay Up, that's when it's like started like more people were like tuning in, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, how would you sound and how long would you say it took you to find it? Like have you always obviously the melodies are crazy, the cadence it's like a kaleidoscope of different flavors and stuff, but have you always had that sound or did you develop it down the line?
Um, I've always had melody for sure. I want to say like tighten it up and get to where I want my sound to be. It's still getting there, but I feel like now it's more there than it's ever been. I don't feel like it's always been there, so I feel like I've always had to have room. I've always had to grow. So I feel like you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so I've not always had it, so it's something that I had to keep like working at, like staying in practice, staying in the gym. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, strengthening the brain. Now that I know the brain, I wanted to ask, like, how did you get your rap name?
You said how did I start rapping?
How did you get your rap name?
Or how did I get my rap name?
Yeah,
What's it called? Uh, oh, my name means King Confidence. That's why the K and the C is capitalized.
for sure.
So my mom and I had came up with it, and I ended up just making. At first it was just KayCyy, the K and the C, but then I wanted to make it like more like um, interesting or weird. I would say like
Yeah,
in a way that's spelled more unique. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
So
The stranger, the better. Uh,
yeah,
I
so
wanted
it's
to,
like that.
my bad, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Word. I want to run it back really, really quick. So when you first started dropping songs, are you uploading these to SoundCloud, Apple Music? Like you putting these joints on YouTube? Like where were they living?
YouTube and SoundCloud for sure.
Okay. All right. Straight up.
Yeah, for sure. It was like I remember even my earlier songs. I think I was just always trying to get my SoundCloud lit or something like that. Like, oh, let me do it like this, or even go on Audio Mac. Like, just use those other platforms before I would even put it on all platforms.
Yeah.
Like, even Stay Up, the song with Lancey, is like it was just on SoundCloud for the longest. Well, not the longest, but it was just that was like the only place you could find it, and like the little visualizer I put out on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I actually like that strategy too. It's like let's see how bad people want it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, almost definitely. And I think on those platforms you're speaking about, people naturally they go on those as well. Like when they see your name, and that was like one of my experiences falling in love with music all over again was going on SoundCloud and seeing all the stuff that are in people's archives. It might be songs that they're not even pushing no more, but just
right.
having a track record online is hella impactful.
No, absolutely.
Speaking of which, Drake co-sign that track? Didn't he show us some love?
Say it again.
Didn't Drake co-sign your track with Lancey?
Yeah, he did actually.
How did
That's
that feel?
dope, man. Shout out to him for that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, word. It was a shock to me too when I first seen it. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy,
Yeah. Nah, just what you doing though.
man. Must be doing something right. Just gotta keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
100, 100.
I
So
just
what?
I just feel like people ain't really heard nothing yet. I feel like all that has been like just testing the waters and stuff like that. But like the shit I got coming is so crazy, like and different. So it's like it's just in due time. I really can't wait to share it with the world.
I heard the music was crack. So
Yeah.
started.
No lie about that for sure. I promise you.
Word. When did you make the transition from so you used to go by Casey Pluto to just straight Casey? When did you decide to drop the Pluto? At what point?
I mean, people still call me that, obviously,
Yeah,
but I just wanted the name, the main name when you see it, just to be KayCyy. Like people can still call me KayCyy Pluto if they want,
yeah,
but I just felt like KayCyy in itself was just more KayCyy. Like no other like name after it or before it. I just wanted it to be one name where it's like where I could be like this is what me and my mom thought about and this and this, and then kind of like the Pluto thing was just kind of like. It's just saying that you're out this world or you just being different or it's just like I'm a misfit or something like that. But it's also like anybody could be like anybody could say they're from Pluto or they're this and that or this and that. You know what I'm saying? But can not everybody can say they're KayCyy or have that meaning behind it. You know?
yeah, yeah.
So I
Okay.
kind of just wanted to stick with something more unique to me,
Yeah,
personal to me. I feel like.
for sure. And that makes a lot of sense. Let's get into your catalog a little bit. Your project, Patient Enough, dropped in 2020.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Atlanta Standouts, Lil Baby, Lil Key, and Menee as well. Shout out to him. Looking back, what statement did you really want to make with that overall effort?
You said looking back, what
What statement did you want to make with that overall effort of Patient Enough?
with the whole project? What statement?
Yeah,
We're patient enough, right?
yeah,
Um. I guess off of the title is like maybe I was feeling like I was tired of waiting.
yeah,
And didn't patient enough, like you feel me? So, um, but it was just like I wanted to put out some. I feel like it was time to just, I'm independent to work, and I was there like just pushing shit. I'm like, yo, it's time. Like me and my manager had put together that vibe. Like was like, oh, it's that time. Like just give him a tape, and we ended up just like just putting some shit out and seeing what happens with the songs that we had and just kind of like start from there. I feel like you needed somewhere to start.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, top to bottom, you delivered. It's hard for me to pick a favorite because there's just so many different styles, so many different flares in each track that you can kind of gravitate to. I think the fan favorite, the joint with Lil Baby, and I know that you first met him in Wyoming, right?
Yeah.
So
I
you,
had
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I met him in Wyoming during the Donda process, working on the album, and that's when we finally got the vibe out and work on Hurricane and stuff like that over there. So it was just like dope.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did some A&R work by telling him he should hop on that track. But what was
Yeah.
that like? It just being on the Wyoming ranch and linking up with somebody like Lil Baby.
He said, "What was it like?"
Yeah,
Man, it's like everything, like you know what I'm saying, everything you really working for out here. Dog out here biting cords and shit. Damn, man. Yo, get out of here, dog. But nah, it was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, meeting new people, like, all these people that I would, like, you know what I'm saying, watch on YouTube or this and that, being in the same rooms with people and just, like, just learning and growing and doing and just creating, you know? It's, like, the best thing, I felt like. And Wyoming just felt like we were really off the grid, just not really nowhere where everybody else was at, just ducked off doing music and fashion and all that stuff, just looking around, and it's just, like, inspirational.
yeah, oh yeah,
It really like opened my eyes to newer things and like even like how to dissect my music and certain things. So it's like it was really like the is it the Yeezy School of Music or something like that. So that
Yeah.
was called.
Yeah, I think I peeped you say that in a Complex interview. So what would you say was like the most important thing you got from that Yeezy School of Music?
And I'm gonna try to see. I don't know if I could stick on one important thing. Um I want to say um
Yeah, okay, see, I can't hear you.
okay, you good? You hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, gotcha.
I want to say it's like a song. I don't know if it makes sense, but a song ain't really done till it's done. Like, cause I saw like a song. It's a process. Like even one song took, like a song that I know that they worked on from like 2018 that finally came out like 20 whatever whenever Donda dropped or whatever. Or
Yeah,
maybe the song was started on 2017, or it's like certain processes like always coming back to a song, or like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Without giving too much to the world, but it's just like perfecting a song or whatever you're doing, like any type of thing in art, like if it's a painting or just taking your time on it more. I felt like I learned that more
yeah,
rather than just like, yo, send me a pack of beats, let me do this real quick. A song's done, boom. And some great songs do get done that way, but I guess I just learned how to take my time on.
yeah. So I feel like a lot of artists I talk to, it is that process of like just get in and get out, bust it out. But man, not
Right.
giving up on it. You never know what could come from it, or how you can refine it and really better it in the future. So that's dope.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
got you got connected to Ye via your manager. I know No Luck was the first track that you played for him. So why did you choose that record? I mean, obviously, but yeah, what was your logic behind that being your presentation to somebody that you admire?
Um, I happened to have that song for a while. I felt like it was one of the ones I could kind of showcase both of my rap and singing at the same time, kind of like melodies and stuff like that. And yeah, he happened to say that he liked my melodies from that song. So that's like basically all I wanted to showcase was like my range and stuff that I could do in one song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Going back to the church stuff, like you said, the vocals in the background, the harmonies and stuff, like it's a lot of different elements in that joint.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of my songs always try to like they got some type of gospel in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
Try to keep that in there.
That's dope. Yo, is it true that you laid down about 300 references for Donda? That's a lot of tracks. I can't even wrap my head around that. But yeah, is that fact? Break it down.
Who said that?
Oh, yeah, that's on the internet, but the internet be full of some
No,
bullshit.
it's something like that for sure.
Jeez.
For sure went there and went crazy. Then didn't want to I took advantage of what I, you know what I'm saying, my opportunity, I should say.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I'm on that, you know what I'm saying?
100. Real hustler shit. What would you say is your favorite part about working with Kanye West? In those studio sessions.
I want to say that um um man, the favorite part probably just learning, bro, just like the talks and shit, man, the rants. I love that shit because it's like kind of I wouldn't necessarily say it's like, I mean, it's just like the gems, the times the gems start dropping and shit like that, man, and whether you're ready to catch them or not, that's like that's like one of my favorite parts. And then obviously when we actually get into the music, like, or even getting a chance to see bro get on the ASR or something and get to making a beat or something, it's like a special moment because you don't get that as much.
Yeah, I could imagine. Listen, I would have been like you, like Randy Moss, Jim's dropping. I'm catching all them joints, like you said. Like you
You
really
know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta be ready to catch them.
facts, facts. So another question on that note. So I know you had contributions to obviously keep my spirit alive. That shit is on repeat in my household still. 24 too. So how did those tracks? Wait, you're 24 years old, right?
You said, huh?
You 24 still, like your age?
Yeah, I'm 24.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So how did those tracks come to life? Like, what can you share about the process of those?
I want to say 24 happened after Kobe died. It was like 2 days.
R.I.P.
Yeah, RIP. It was 2 days or something like that, maybe a day after. I went to the studio to the engineer I was working with there was just kind of like, yeah, man, come to the studio. Something like it was just like a sad. The whole world was sad, you know. So it was just like, yeah, come to the studio, and he was like, oh, your voice has healing, you know, there's something like that. And I was just like, yeah, maybe I could go there and get something out of it and make something that means something like, or something. But I went there and I ended up. It was like the day that I ended up doing the song,
Mm-hmm.
and um, it was already kind of already structured in a way that I kind of saw the idea of how he wanted how he had the song, but nobody knew it was gonna be about Kobe or anything like that. But it's just like the lyrics that I ended up putting on it, and uh, it just ended up being fire. And then boom, get to playing it for bro, and then we get to vibing out and finishing the song together like that, and it became something that we were working on for months. And then other joint, um, keep my spirit alive was just one of the other joints that just happened like. And I think I did it in LA, one of the other studios. We had multiple studios, so it was like one of the ones that I did a hook to that was getting worked on for a while too. Like everybody was trying to put verses on it, this and that. It's like the same thing with Praise God and yeah, I think those are the main ones that started out like that. But Hurricane was something that was like an idea that was there since like 2017 that was gonna come out on Yandi, but didn't. And then we ended up finishing it for Donda.
Yeah, and look, one of the biggest songs of last year. I mean, one of the best hip hop songs like over the last few years in general. That shit
Yeah,
is
like
crazy.
I remember the fans all used to like. I was like through that whole process. It was like, I would kind of like, yo, what did they want? Like questions like that. Like I was one of the go-to guys, and like all asking the fans and shit like that, just to kind of like so we can
Really.
be able to fight for the records, like during time to vote or some shit like that.
Uh,
Or even getting Baby on there was just like something like, yo, I'm like, yo, bro, the fans really want this one. It's like the most fan requested one. Da da da. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it was like, yeah,
he smoked that joint too.
for sure. He went crazy. Worked.
Let's get into ups and downs a little bit. So that dropped last year before Donda actually. Why is that project special to you? That was like, it seemed like your secondary introduction on a higher level. But yeah, what stuck out to you about that and what you laid down?
Um, it was I think it was important for me to drop songs just for like the females, cause I feel like when I did the Patient Enough, it was just like me mixing it up with the rapping and all that stuff. So I felt
Word.
like during I dropped that project during Valentine's, ups and downs. So it was like, and it was like something that I kind of was going through like the same type of shit with like at the time I was in a relationship. So it was like one of those type of vibes where I felt like I needed to put it out where it kind of made sense in my life.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Definitely one of them joints you could put on when you cuffing, when you macking. You know what I'm saying? One of those things you just let float into the air and take over the ambiance. So I feel that.
Nah, for real, man. I'm glad people actually like that one. I'd be surprised on. I feel like it gets good feedback.
Yeah, yeah, most that's what I'm saying. Like that was just in line at a level up that you've been on. It's been a constant elevation.
Nah, man. Thank you, bro.
Word. I got like a few more questions. I know we've been on for a little second. That's cool.
Nah, that's cool.
Word. So I know you're also cool with Travis. Shout out to him. Is there any game that he's giving you on how to navigate? And I ask that because when you think about legends of the game, right? Obviously people say the three-headed dragon of J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. When it comes to Travis, in terms of popularity, he's up there as well, but he's definitely the younger of the four. So and obviously you want to reach those heights like you were saying when we first got on. So has he given you any game how to really just make timeless music and how to elevate in the industry?
For sure. Uh, it's like the same thing where I'd be like, oh, with him, it's like, I mean, it's like it's not gonna be like where he talking too much or something like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, but when he do say something, you gotta be able to you know, like pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some shit that like you can't let it go over your head.
Or
You know what I'm saying? It's not like how it is with Ye in the room. Ye in the room might be in there just on like a gem, like he just like giving mad gems. It might be a day where he feels like talking so much, or you know what I'm saying, compared to going in there with Trav, where it's like not going, it might not be the same, but you gonna have a moment where you talk about something where it's like, damn, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not
yeah.
much that he told me that I really want to share, but it's like something that I know that I hold on to that is very helpful to me. So yeah, he has given like advice. He might not even know he gave it though.
It'd
You know what
it'd be
I'm
like,
saying?
yeah,
But for
man.
sure, man, watching him work is like it's inspiring itself too. Because everybody
Uh,
process is like, you know what I'm saying, different.
yeah,
So it's like watching how he put stuff together. He's like he's a producer. I want to call him a producer first because it's like how he produces his records and puts things together. How it sounds sonically is always fire.
yeah, most definitely. I think that's why. I mean, obviously they're connected through the family, but that to me is why the relationship between Travis and Kanye kind of made sense on Wax. Obviously, Ye is one of Travis's influences, but yeah, like you said, just about like the sonics and putting things together and having those experiences with every single project, you know, with every single show and et cetera, et cetera. Like it's never the same, but always elite.
Yeah,
Word.
absolutely.
Yeah, you talked a little bit about Travis's process. I definitely want to ask you, like before we wrap, what's your process like? Like you freestyle, you still pen to the pad? I know a little bit, but yeah, what's the take out of your mouth?
Um, it's gonna be more like it's been a camera rolling every day. Like I've been working uh
Oh, what?
through the whole process of just moving around, like going overseas and everything. So it's gonna be something that come with it. But for sure, my process in it's like a short way. It's like I do go in there and catch my vibe on my freestyle or something. I might and then build off like that. A lot of the times nowadays it's really been started from scratch with just sounds and building off from like that, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'd love to play you some music, bro, too. So we got a lot come to the studio so we can play this album when
that's
I'm in Atlanta or something.
100. Yeah, I'm for sure with that. Don't forget about me now, but yeah,
Nah, I won't. Yeah, we gotta definitely do it, bro.
copy it. We gonna rock. How did you tap in with Gesaffelstein? Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
that's the safest way to say it. Gesaffelstein.
Yeah. Word.
Like when you go over there, I think they say Jessaf or like it's different ways, I guess. But nah, I tapped in with him. He did some work on Donda also, and
Word.
we happened to finally meet and work, and it was in New York, and that was like a really dope experience too. It's like, and because prior to that, it's like me, I was doing my research before going to the session, like doing it way more research because I'm like, yo, I got to know everything I got to know about who I'm about to work with. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like all mind blowing to see like everything that he contributed to, and to see like where like what type of sounds he had for me to try, and I felt like the sessions that we had together were very challenging, where it pushed me to that next level to make a song like Okay or Love and Hate or The Sun,
All
and
going
we
up.
actually have more. So that's gonna come on my album. So it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, man. That's a fire precursor to what's to follow. A lot of people showing love to those tracks, all the tracks you just mentioned. And that brings me to the next point. So who is KayCyy? You've been teasing that for a minute. Is it true that that's exactly produced by Ye?
And originally, man, there's a lot of people originally like that I said we're doing this. So it's like
Word.
honestly, I don't want to say that it's not, but right now it isn't. So I want to say that
Okay.
he will have some type of. I'll give it a chance to where it has some type of. You know what I'm saying? Input, obviously, because I feel like I do. I gotta play. I'm a player for him, and but right now I've been working closely with just my producers and
Yeah.
also Gesaffelstein, and just like bringing the whole thing together.
Yeah. Real talk. I was gonna ask, what sounds can people expect? Like, what can your fans look forward to when it comes to that effort?
Um, Wait, say that. Repeat that question.
Yeah. What sounds can people expect from Who is KayCyy? Like, what can your fans look forward to?
What's it called? Hey, man. What sounds? I don't even want you to expect nothing, man. Just expect the unexpected, bro. Like
That's valid.
it's gonna be crazy. It's
That's
like
valid.
just definitely we're definitely pushing the sound, the whole thing forward, like different. Like that's why it's like there was no drums on OK. It's like little things like that where you might think like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are like, why didn't you put a drop, or why didn't you do this? It's like those questions are good. Like it started a conversation and people started understanding like you didn't need the drums because it like has so much energy in those switches and those transitions and all those, you know what I'm saying? And hearing those sirens through the beats and shit like that. So it's like I could say expect that top tier music, you know what I'm saying? Those sounds like the sun, like those type of vibes. And also like just expect super left shit like that you wouldn't even expect.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Y'all heard it straight like that. Big things in store.
Yes, sir.
So my last question to you, man. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want your legacy to be remembered when it's all said and done? What you want to add to the game or continue to add to the game?
Um like I didn't just get my shot in this shit and just kind of like gave y'all the same thing that y'all been getting. Like I want to give them like uh a like they people might be used to the same meal that they probably get, but I want to be like, yo, try this like from the menu,
Mm,
and it be something that's better than what they usually get every day. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like and it's hard to change somebody's taste from what they usually get every day. Like I'm gonna go to my go-to. If I'm gonna go to Starbucks, I'm gonna get this, and that. So it's like, let me try this croissant, or try this. You know what I'm saying? Try this different vibe. See what it's like. You know what I'm saying? It might be better.
Yeah.
So it's like just really like getting it there, and just making sure I make my impact that way, not just music wise, but just like it's bigger than music because I have a whole mission. Like I gotta, from where I'm from Kenya and everything that I want to do back there too. So it's like
Mm,
it's all in action, and I feel like they'll see my actions more, and they'll know what to remember me from that. Remember me
yeah.
for my actions and what I put out. You know what I'm
Right like that.
saying? So,
Woo! Yeah, man. That was fire, bro. I appreciate you for taking the time, man. I know a lot of people got things from this. I know you got some festivals lined up. Obviously, your project dropping this year, so it's a lot of eyes on you, and we all looking forward to what you're gonna put forth and continue to shine with.
yeah, man, I'm excited. Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me on here.
All love, man. We gonna holler.
For sure, we're gonna link soon, okay?
Straight up, straight up.
All right, peace.
Easy.